Plans for one of the largest projects in the history of Maple Grove are starting to take shape. Delane Cleveland joins us now with more. Delane?
Shannon, Ryan Companies announced a partnership with North Memorial Health to develop a 100-acre piece of land along Interstate 94. They're calling it the Minnesota Health Village Project. The vision calls for more than 550 apartment units, along with offices, clinics, and retail space centered around Maple Grove Hospital.
What is a health village? There are a number of health villages around the country. They're gaining popularity, and health systems love the opportunity to be a better part of their community beyond health care and really anchor various developments.
As soon as we make sure there's
Companies presented the project to the Maple Grove Planning Commission Monday night. The site alongside Interstate 94 is currently nothing more than a field with a forested area and some scattered wetlands. Ryan Companies has already acquired the development rights for the land, but the company still needs the city to approve the overall design. Right now, the project is still in the early stages of the review process. But if everything goes as planned, developers hope to expand Maple Grove Hospital, construct a number of office buildings, add a conservancy park along I-94, and add a mixture of market rate and senior apartments.
This is an amazing proposal, and if the vision's fully or even 90% fulfilled, I think it's going to be a huge crown jewel for Maple Grove, however long it takes us to get it out of the ground.
Project developers hope to break ground on the first phase of the project either this fall or in the spring of 2021. Shannon?
All right, thank you, Delane. The Osseo City Council approved a project that not all residents are excited about. The project impacts 60 homeowners on portions of 2nd and 3rd Avenues Northeast. It involves full replacement of curb and gutters and repairing storm and sanitary sewers. It also involves installing a sidewalk on one side of the street, which will reduce the width of the street by 3 feet, from 35 feet to 32 feet. City leaders have been trying to improve walkability, but narrowing the street and losing a piece of their front yard have residents concerned. One resident said he collected more than 50 signatures opposing the sidewalk.
Our neighborhood is not designed for sidewalks. We're roughly about 33 feet from the front of the house to the curbs. And for them to throw sidewalks in, you're looking at around 7 feet from the existing curb you're taking out.
Perhaps another thing they could do would be to put up signs that have been done in other cities that say, please drive as if your children lived here. It's a much more economical approach.
Each homeowner will be charged a $6,700 assessment to pay for the project. Construction is expected to begin in May. State lawmakers got a closer look Tuesday at the Plymouth Creek Center and why it would be a good candidate for state bonding dollars.
It's a $15 million bonding request that the City of Plymouth has asked us to carry so that we can renovate and expand the Plymouth Creek Center. It is a regional asset.
Cleveland and state lawmakers toured the Plymouth Creek Center on Tuesday to learn more about the need for an estimated $52 million renovation and expansion. The city says this facility is a regional draw, attracting more than 300,000 visitors a year. New sport courts as well as refreshed meeting and theater spaces would be big parts of the larger center.
Any investment in this region, in this community of Plymouth, is going to pay many dividends for our region and our state and our country, really.
A $15 million request is included in the governor's bonding proposal that he announced about a week ago. Right now, the city does plan to move forward on the project, with construction estimated to begin in late summer. The loss of retired NBA basketball star Kobe Bryant has affected many, including players of the Champlin Park basketball team. Reporter Eric Nelson shares what the star meant to them.
Kobe Bryant's impact reached far beyond LA Lakerland. Here in the land of lakes, Kobe was an icon too.
Around like 6th, 7th grade, I would go outside my house with a hoop, and I would, practice his Kobe signature fadeaway.
At Champlin Park High School, Kobe's tragic helicopter crash was a soul-crushing moment for many Rebel players.
I was at work actually, and someone told me, and I just didn't believe it. I felt like just my heart dropped to my stomach, and it was an eerie feeling. I was watching a tribute video on YouTube, and I couldn't control myself from crying at that point. I was feeling that Kobe Bryant is actually dead now, and it was just a very sad moment for me.
2 days after an accident, that claimed Kobe and 8 others, emotions are still raw.
It was a surreal moment for me.
These young athletes are trying to come to grips with the incredibly stunning news.
I didn't really think it was actually real. I had to check the internet, kept typing in Kobe to see if it was actually real.
At Monday's practice, a couple Champlin Park players put Kobe tributes on their sneakers. Kobe was a hoops role model, and even his legendary training routine is copied by some.
My whole mentality now when I play basketball is because of him. His work ethic, all that, he made it cool to work out, to be honest. So
for Francis Recoria, Kobe was the ultimate superstar.
To this day, I still believe he's one of the greatest players to ever touch a basketball, and no matter what anybody thinks.
On Tuesday night, Champlin Park plays Park Center in a key matchup. There's no doubt that Kobe Bryant will be on the minds of many players in that game. In Brooklyn Park, I'm Eric Nelson, CCX News.
An Osseo area school principal says the parent-teacher organization is one of the school's biggest allies. PTO fundraisers have provided Fernbrook Elementary with educational items, programs, and services not supported by the district's budget. Some of those achievements include purchasing several flexible seating options, new level reading books, and bringing in a motivational speaker. Fernbrook is preparing for another fundraiser event coming up next month. They have a goal to raise $15,000, and you can find out more about that on our website, ccxmedia.org.
The Cooper boys basketball team is on a good winning streak. The Hawks have won 7 games in a row and lead the Metro West Conference standings. Jay Wilcox has more on the Hawks.
The Cooper Hawks are quietly building toward a very good season. They are 11-3 and haven't lost since the calendar turned to 2020.
I feel good about it. It's a lot of wins we're going to rack up this season, I think. We play real good teams this year. We want to play the top guys, try to knock them off. We don't really want to be called the underdogs. We just want to show people different.
I feel like we're playing pretty good, working pretty hard. People probably didn't think we was going to do that good, but we've been playing hard, good as teammates and stuff like that.
I'm pretty excited. We've been playing pretty well. We've been coming together as a group, as a unit. These guys have been playing extremely hard, so I've been pleased with their effort and just the way they've been coming together. We don't rely on just one guy. We kind of spread it around so that everybody does their part. We talk about that every time, that everybody got to do their part. You know, you got to do a little, you got to do a little, and a little keeps adding up to a lot. So if everybody does their part, it adds up and it works out for all of us.
As in the past few seasons, Cooper doesn't have a whole lot of size, but they make up for it in other ways.
Yeah, we just say since we lack size, we just have to make it up with hard work and defense.
We figure out how to work without it, so we just been kind of, working with the guys on, just being aggressive and tough and working with them on rebounding because we're small, so we got to be able to box out and rebound, and we just try to, pick up the tempo so that, we could try to wear teams down.
The Hawks lead the Metro West with a 5-0 mark. They pulled out a close 3-point league win over Chanhassen in their last game. This week they host another contender, St. Louis Park.
They're going to be a tough team. We struggled with them last year. They beat us twice last year, so we got our work cut out for us. We just got to go out and play hard and continue to do the things that we've been doing. I think we'll give ourselves a pretty good chance.
Cooper is back in Class 4A for the playoffs this winter. No matter the opponent, the Hawks will come at them with speed and hustle. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Cooper hosts St. Louis Park Thursday. You'll be able to see Cooper in action on CCX a week from Friday when they host Benilde St. Margaret's. Cooper's District 281 rival Armstrong is also enjoying a good season in boys basketball. On this week's Sports Jam show on CCX, Jason Malillo profiles the Falcons' Adam Biewen. Here's part of what you'll see.
Biewen became a full-time varsity player last season and is still working to improve his overall game, especially on offense, where he wants to start attacking more consistently.
Scoring more points is fun, but I don't want to try to force it too much. I want to try to get the best shot for our team.
A lot of that just has to do with him being aggressive consistently. Some games he's more aggressive than others, but I tell him all the time, I want you to keep being aggressive. We'd like both him and Jake to kind of be at the guard, the two guys that are really trying to create and be aggressive offensively.
Pride and passion for Falcon basketball runs deep in the Biewen family. Adam is the third of 3 brothers to play at Armstrong, following Mitch, who graduated in 2014, and Carter, an 07 grad.
Yeah, I think it's contributed a lot to how much I know about basketball. I've been in the gym since I was 1 year old watching my brothers play. I've probably watched thousands of games of theirs, and so just being in the gym a lot has helped with my basketball IQ, I think, and helped me become a better player, just watching them and learning from them.
You know, he's seen all this before. He's seen it not only with Carter, but also with Mitchell. And, you know, him being the third to come through, this is kind of old hat to him.
Watch the rest of the Adam Biewen story and more on Sports Jam. It's on through Wednesday here on CCX1 and online at ccxmedia.org. A reminder to watch for live coverage of high school boys basketball and girls basketball tonight, Tuesday from Osseo. It's Maple Grove Osseo girls at 5:30 p.m. with the boys game around 7:30 here on CCX1.